Coming up on MHS1.
We learned about Linda Jagers.
2 officers are reinstated.
We introduce our new principal.
We mic up our baseball players.
We see if twin telepathy is really true.
And that's all coming up on MHS1. Good morning, McKinney High School. Today is Friday, April 8th. I'm Reagan Short.
And I'm Braxton Anders, and you're watching MHS1. Linda Jager's experience is one to truly remember. Maddie Metcalf and Neil Harmon show us Linda's story from transferring from Doty High School to the original McKinney High.
To commemorate Women's History Month, a historical McKinney figure came and told her story to a group of MHS students.
I wanted someone that made a strong impact on McKinney. I know Ms. Jager. I met her husband first as an educator and connected with her later. And her story was so history, so I'm thinking, why wait to read her in a book when we have the live person here? And she was a student of McKinney, so why not?
The first year was really tough, and then the second year, the black high school was closed down. It was completely shut down after 1966. And my other friends came to McKinney High. So that made me feel a lot more comfortable. But then there were a lot of classes where I was still maybe the only black student. So being in a black school had prepared me for walking into McKinney High School. So when I left the black school, history was behind me. And I was walking into my future.
Ms. Jager's story and wise words left an impact on many students.
You all have such great opportunities now. You don't have to fight for the right to be whatever you want to be. Nobody can stop you. The doors have already been opened. Some people had to go, and it was still not, it wouldn't open. And some people had to push it. Always be who you are. Don't let anybody try to change you. You have to discipline yourself in such a way that you know who you are. Don't try to be like anybody else. Be who you are.
Well, I chose a lot of the students that I seen a lot of potential in, a lot of leaders. And I knew these students would identify with Ms. Jager. Sometimes our students want to blow a negative horn, but I needed them to see someone who has gone through something way more than what they think they've gone through, and yet made a positive impact in McKinney.
To be honest, I just like the fact that she came and talked about it, because most people don't want to share what they've been through, and I like connecting with people.
I would just like to encourage each one of you to look at the things that people had to go through to get the right to be equal in public schools and housing, restaurants. Just read up on your history because it's very important.
This has been Nia Harmon and Maddie Metcalf reporting for MHS1.
Just over a year ago, an altercation in the Collin County Detention Center resulted in a loss of life. Brylan Schock reports on the incident with the involved officers.
On March 14th, 2021, an altercation between Marvin Scott III and officers here at the Collin County Detention Facility ended in the death of Mr. Scott. Out of the 8 officers involved, 7 were fired and 1 resigned. On March 30th, 2022, 2 of those 8 officers were reinstated.
I did a story a couple weeks ago about how 2 of them actually successfully appealed their terminations and got reinstated. While they were detaining him, he had a He had a psychiatric episode that to this day hasn't been specified.
After Marvin Scott was arrested, he was taken to the Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital. There, he was quickly discharged back to the Collin County Detention Facility. While there, Sheriff Skinner said that Scott exhibited some, quote, strange behavior, end quote, which resulted in the altercation between Mr. Scott and 8 officers, which eventually led to his death.
An investigation actually found that there was some wrongdoing on their part over the course of Marvin Scott's detention.
Kennedy Glenn, a family friend of Scott, has been mourning with the family since their loss.
For my close family, it was very distraught. I know his sister did not work for months afterwards. His mom did not work for months afterwards. It was just a very still, numbing period in our family.
Scott's family has been leading protests against police brutality, as well as bringing attention to how mental illness is handled in our justice system.
We want to raise awareness for mental health advocacy because he was schizophrenic, knowing when to ask for help. I know oftentimes it's just pray about it, talk to someone, but actually get help for the things that you need to get help for.
This has been Gabe Hughes, Alex Robbins, and Brylan Schrock, reporting for MHS1.
As we all know, we've had a smooth transition of principals here at McKinney High School, but who is Miss Spalding really? Well, Emma Holman and ourselves get to know a little bit more about who she is in this exciting year to come.
With Mr. Arbabi leaving McKinney High School a few weeks ago, our new principal has jumped right in. We interviewed Miss Spalding on her experience with the new transition.
I'm married. I have 2 kids, a 12-year-old who's a 6th grader at Cockerell and a 9-year-old who's a 3rd grader at McClure. And in our free time, we are at the ball fields usually or at a cheer competition.
Miss Spalding and her family love enjoying time outside, like going to the lake and the beach. Now she's leading the tide of MHS. Dr. Critchfield tells us his hopes for our new principal.
Ms. Spalding brings this incredible energy to our campus. She's someone that is just so well-rounded as far as being an educational leader. And so I'm looking forward to her vision of joy and excellence that she has for us, as well as to some system and structures that she's talked about bringing to help continue the great traditions that McKinney High has always had, but also to help shore up some areas that I think will bring more strength to our campus.
This also isn't Miss Spalding's first time here at McKinney High.
So I was lucky enough to be here for 5.5 years, and then I left to go over to central office to be the director of human resources, which was an incredible opportunity, and then here I am, the lucky principal of McKinney High School.
My first impression of her was that she's really nice and always has a big smile on her face.
She also has great hopes for the future of McKinney High School.
So I'm most excited to get back to what a new normal, what does life look like post-pandemic, and how do we get back to the joy of learning. And I love high school because I love the traditions. I love the spirit behind it. I love the pep rallies. I love the events. I just think there's so much, there's such a special feeling here. And so I'm looking forward to that piece of it. And then going into next year, I'm really excited about just my whole vision is a school of excellence and joy. I feel like we have amazing people and we can achieve excellence and when we're all working together. But I also think the joy piece of it is you come to school for 8 hours a day and you want to love where you're at, and I want our staff to love where we're at. So for me, I'm looking forward to really casting that vision and putting action steps in place, to become the premier school. And we already are, but how can we make it even better? That's really my goal.
This has been Braxton Anders, Emma Holman, and Reagan Short, reporting for MHS1. Now on to Brylan with our sports.
Thanks, Reagan. I'm Brylan Schrock, and this is your MHS Sports Update. Last Tuesday, our boys baseball lost against Roswell. We'll play them again tonight at Roswell High School. The district championship track meet is next Tuesday, the 12th and 13th for our boys and girls track team. The girls softball team lost against Skyr, but they play Prosper tonight at Prosper High. Now, Avery Grajeda mics up our boys baseball team to see what really happens on the baseball field.
Big dogs. Big home run time. 450. Dead center. Gaming snack, bro? I don't know. Give me some protein, like some peanut butter,
How many times do you think Jake James is going to say the word Fortnite?
At least 50. 15 more times than
50.
50?
So what's your favorite Fortnite skin?
The favorite Fortnite skin is obviously Black Knight, bro. Nothing can top it. 200 pumped him. That's 200 pump in Fortnite. Just like I pump people in Fortnite.
What is it?
Fortnite. Bro, it's Fortnite. That's how I 200 pump people in Fortnite right there. Bro, Fortnite.
Nah, I can't believe it.
Fortnite's the best game ever made, bro.
Yeah, gotcha.
Hi, I'm Brenda.
Hi, I'm Blanca.
I'm Izzy Fisher.
I'm Alex Fisher, and we'll be doing a twin telepathy challenge.
Me?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Why?
No idea.
Because I get in more trouble than she does. That's very true.
Blanca. Yeah, me.
You? Why?
I don't know. Brenda is always moody, so. Brenda.
I guess so.
Oh, me.
Oh, yeah, her.
Me. Actually, you know what? No, me. How is it not clear with this beautiful face? I'm sorry. We have the same face. I am.
Her?
Yeah.
Not saying that I lie. Just like, if someone got in trouble and they're like, who did this? I would not say my name.
Brenda.
I'm just like the person who like doesn't hide like much emotion.
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles.
You have the same?
Yeah.
BTS.
So
Any BTS member?
Alan Walker.
Me.
Her, yeah.
Me?
She's the first one that started to drive. She's also the first one that almost hit something, but it's okay.
Brenda.
Brenda.
What?
I feel like Blanca doesn't really like doing anything.
Yeah, I don't like doing anything adventurous. We could have picked a specific one because we have something to do every day, or we have like something major going on every day.
When we used to share a room,
No.
this is my favorite memory.
No.
When we used to share a room, she was a mess. Not anymore.
She would clean half the room and leave my other half dirty.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Mainstream News and on Instagram at MHS Mainstream. And remember,
If it's news,
and it's at McKinney High School,
it's MHS1.